Hi, my name is Olivier Vasquez, and I'm the Twitter marketing expert, right? In this video, you're going to find out why in some circles they call me the Twitter marketing boy wonder. And you're also going to find out how to get a lot of traffic from Twitter and also a lot of conversions, and most importantly, how you can quickly become the authority of choice in your niche, right? Um, what I help people with is I help people get targeted traffic to their web properties, okay? And I also help people get higher conversions on their tweets or status updates by the way you formulate your tweets. And this is very important. And one of my favorite things about Twitter is how quickly it can propel you to expert status in very little time, right? Now, we all know that this day and age, everyone who is serious about their business should have some type of social media presence, right? Now, did you ever create a web page with great information that wasn't getting any traffic at all? So you weren't getting any eyeballs on your material. You have tons of knowledge on a subject, right? You pour your heart out about the subject on your blog, and in the end, the only people who really ever see your stuff are your friends and family, and really they do so out of pity, right? Well, the thing is, I used to be exactly like you, right? I created a website where I poured my heart and soul out for 3 days straight. I wrote articles non-stop for my blog, right? And those 3 days, I really created articles for 16 hours straight. So basically, I was going to release them periodically on my blog, but I prepared them in advance. And lo and behold, I didn't receive any traffic, any comments, and definitely no praise, right? So I wasn't becoming any type of authority in the stuff that I wanted to talk about. So instead of being frustrated, I decided I was going to use the easiest social media platform as a tool to generate traffic, right? Not just any traffic, but targeted traffic. Okay. So what I got wasn't what I was expecting, right? I didn't expect to become an expert on Twitter marketing. I didn't self-appoint that title to myself of Twitter marketing boy wonder. One person called me a Twitter marketing boy wonder, and it kind of stuck. I wasn't just flattered, I kind of liked it, right? Now, how did I become the accidental expert? While I was learning Twitter for myself, I decided to share my information on my Facebook page, and I created a YouTube page also to give people all this free information about Twitter, right? And wowzers, I got bombarded with comments and thank yous, and people signed up to my newsletter just because I shared my information on Twitter with them. Okay, now I found out how I could grow my account to the tune of multiple thousands of followers, and as I will show you in a couple of minutes, how I got multiples of thousands of unique visitors to my web properties every single week. All right. Now, I also found out how to get 3,000 visitors per week on my Facebook page without having a big Twitter account. All right, so this is my YouTube channel, and as you can see, I really do have a lot of subscribers. That's 1,160. Even more friends, 8,563. And as for his channel comments, I have 425 channel comments, right? And the thing is, I get so much love from the people on YouTube because I give so many free resources that you can use in order to jumpstart your Twitter marketing. Now, this is one of my most popular videos where I got 6,508 views, 175 likes, and 29 comments, right? Now, a lot of people have blog posts and they don't get 29 comments. They don't get 6,508 views for just one blog post. Well, this is a type of interaction I got just because I decided to share my information on Twitter with people. Okay, so here we are on my Facebook page, and on my Facebook page, I also almost exclusively share information on Twitter, right? And as you can see, I get people commenting on the stuff that I do as well. Let me see here. This guy, Kenneth Hines, says, fantastic job on your fan page. Thank you. And Garba Page says, I took a look at some of your videos and they are great. Keep up the good work and let's keep in touch. And as you can see, I get comments, I get interaction from the information that I give about Twitter. And also, let me see here. For my videos on Twitter, let's pick this one. So this particular video, which shows you how to survive and thrive on Twitter, basically gets a lot of comments. Not as much comments as on YouTube, but the information here on my Facebook page delves deeper in the marketing side of using Twitter. So where I give a lot of free resources on YouTube, the stuff that I give as videos on my Facebook page are mostly focused on marketing with Twitter. All right. So as you can see, I get a lot of interaction from my people on Facebook. Let me see. Last one. Sean Key says, "Thank you for the content. I feel like I've stumbled upon an oasis in a Twitter desert. Funnily enough, I studied Maslow's needs in my teacher training. It now seems so obvious to apply it to business too." All right. So now this one is one of my Twitter accounts, and I just wanted to show the amount of followers that I have for this one. It's 12,872. Now, like I said, the amount of followers that you have is irrelevant. It's how you convert followers and stuff like that that matters. And another one of my Twitter accounts for the internet marketing niche is my name, Olivier Vasquez. So that's 27,546. Now for this particular account, I obliterate the average amount of retweets per month that the whole Twitter composite base gets, right? So that's another thing that's very important in Twitter marketing. So these are my Facebook weekly stats, right? The reason why they are a little bit dated is because at the time I was doing an experiment where I was using Twitter exclusively to bring traffic to my Facebook page. Now I use different mediums, right? So I'm not going to give you a skewed perspective on what you can get with the methods that I teach, right? Okay, so this is a weekly report of how many weekly visits that I was getting from Twitter to my Facebook page. No, now these aren't monthly visits. These are weekly visits, all right? So as you can see here, it's 1,259. That's on the week of September 8th, 2010. On the next week, it's 3,194. And the next week, it's 4,132. The next week is 3,257. The next week is 2,285 visits, right? And the week after that, it was 1,280 visits, all right? Now, on average, that's 2,567.83 visits per week, all right? And this does not demand a big Twitter following. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even rely on my Twitter following in order to get those visits to my Facebook page. This is absolutely powerful. Last year, a lot of marketing gurus claimed that Twitter was dead. And that's absolutely false. I just showed you proof, right? And if Twitter is dead, then my personal traffic is completely fictitious, right? Now, some of these so-called great minds of marketing simply did not understand the platform, so they ran away. All right? So here are some very interesting Twitter stats for you. All right, so it took Twitter 3 years, 2 months, 1 day to reach its billionth tweet, right? Nowadays, it only takes 1 week for Twitter users to tweet 1 billion times. All right? 1 year ago, the average number of tweets people sent was 50 million. Now it's 140 million tweets per day. Okay? The record for tweets per second was established when Michael Jackson died at 456 tweets per second. The record now is 6,939 tweets per second, set 4 seconds after midnight in Japan on New Year's Day. All right? In March 2011, 572,000 Twitter accounts were created every single day. Okay, and there is a 182% increase in number of mobile Twitter users over the past year. Now let me give you a couple of figures, more than a couple really. 8, 29, 130, 350, and 400. That's the number of Twitter headquarters employees respectively in January 2008, January 2009, January 2010, and January 2011. And that last number is the projection for March of 2012. Every single year, Twitter grows bigger than Twitter headquarters ever projects for it to grow. So they keep hiring and hiring and hiring people in order to grow the platform. And the Twitter founders were quoted as saying it's almost impossible to manage. That's why you see so many Twitter fail whales all the time, because the amount of people using Twitter constantly exceeds the capacity that they have over there at Twitter headquarters. Okay. Now, these statistics were pulled from blog.kissmetrics.com. Now, here is a simple framework that you should follow to get the best out of your Twitter account. I call it the 5 F's, right? It's very simple. Get more followers, fine-tune your audience to a specific niche, formulate congruent messages to your followers, format messages that get retweeted, and funnel your followers to your websites and web properties, right? Now, the most common mistakes people make, I'm going to keep it short here because I fear that I may exceed the amount of time that YouTube allows, is tweeters will tweet incessantly about an affiliate offer and expect people to click and buy from the link they are promoting. When you put a link on your Twitter timeline, sending people straight to a sales page, you're not doing any relationship building or anything like that. So people will definitely find you annoying and consider you to be a spam person. So I'm not going to say the worst thing that could happen, but surely enough, you will probably get unfollowed because of your excessive, I'm not going to call that marketing, I'm going to say excessive spamming. All right. Another mistake people make is that they are entirely too self-serving on their timelines. What you should basically aim to do is give people helpful information so that they can not only profit from the information that you give them, but also consider you to be an expert because you provide them with such good information on a consistent basis, right? And another mistake is using the same Twitter account for personal matters and business. This can kill your whole efforts completely. I know a personal friend of mine who uses Twitter to vent his personal issues, and he just puts it out there for the world to see. Well, if you're using a business account, that has no place in your marketing at all, and people will never take you seriously when you actually have something to sell, right? Now, lastly, tweeters will start a Twitter account without having any specific plans towards achieving success. Now, you should definitely formulate a plan that's very specific and that aims towards achieving your goals, right? If you want to be successful on Twitter. Now, the first thing I want you to do is you have to find an expert in your niche and start following their followers. This is fairly easy to do and shouldn't take you that much time at all. And in fact, I have a video on my Facebook page that details this process in a step-by-step manner, and it will get you there a lot faster. That particular video is called Authority Hunting, right? You should check it out. It's on my Facebook page at facebook.com/opt-in email marketing. There are no capital letters. I just put the capital letters so that you would be able to see clearly what the link is, right? And if you want tons of resources for Twitter marketing, visit my YouTube channel at youtube.com/OlivierTV. Now, the information that I give on those two channels, the Facebook and the YouTube account, are the reason why I get inundated with thank yous on a daily basis. So I definitely suggest that you go check them out. This is extremely, extremely helpful information. Find out more by clicking the link below. Thanks a lot. It's Olivier.